So we'll play a little bit more Voidigo. I keep meaning to play more of this, and I know I'm going to postpone it every single time, but that's kind of how it goes with every single game I play. I'm going to always postpone them like a bajillion times. Anyway, I have done a few off-stream runs where I've been playing on a harder difficulty. Yeah, I've been playing on intense difficulty. So far, it has actually been considerably harder than because I can win balanced pretty much every single time, but I can't win intense yet. I typically get just like absolutely smashed on intense, where like I'll live for the longest time, but then suddenly 3 damage will be dealt to me very quickly in like the span of like 10 seconds, and I'll get murked. Unfortunately, as it may be. Man, so much currency. No enemies, only currency. I do get to play some more Subnautica as well, but that's kind of... It's kind of like Minecraft. You can play it pretty much any time. It's a good filler game, you know? Is that it? Was that seriously everything in this room? Just... currency? There we go. Okay, so, mild disclaimer. I am currently very ill, or very sick. So if I sound out of it at all, or I kind of sound tired or exhausted, or kind of don't speak too much, that's because I am indeed quite exhausted. I recently got the first half of the vaccine for COVID. So, and I've been feeling a lot of side effects not symptoms, but side effects from the first dose. To the point where I just chose not to stream for 2 days, because it was, I mean, I quite literally couldn't. Ow! So the first day, when I was experiencing the first side effects, I got like mad fever. Like, super duper bad fever. It was pretty horrible. I had to sleep like every 2 hours. Like I would genuinely wake up when I'm within like 30 minutes to an hour. I would feel like I'd already been awake for 12 hours. Meanwhile, the opposites happened today, which is the day after, where I woke up at 7:30 a.m. and I haven't gone to sleep yet. So I'm kind of on that in between, where the fever's gone, but the tiredness is still there. Or the exhaustion. I do remember how to play. Mostly. I'd like to hope. So I haven't found another gun yet. Normally you find another gun within seconds. I guess no gun for us today. What is this? The perfect nugget? Incendiary rounds. I'd imagine incendiary rounds are probably better, but let's try the perfect nugget. Oh. Every time I dodge, it sends out a nugget from the ground. Interesting. Quirky. I definitely don't mind quirky stuff. You know, I've neglected the minimap this entire time. Even in, like, the past stream. I don't think I even remember that the minimap was a thing. Okay, I genuinely thought the nugget thing was, like, an enemy. Oh, it's... Lippy Plop. They can mostly ignore Lippy Plop. Ow, that was a good shot. I had to reload. See what I mean when it comes to my health, though? I look away for 1 second and I was on death's door. What is the... Oh. Oh, shit. What is the dark, things? I don't remember seeing the dark ones. Are those just ones that have run out of time? Do I actually have to deal damage to the people? Oh, I forgot about that. That one was indeed my fault. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I do normally like to save my, I forgot what these are called. Cells? They're not called cells, I know that for a fact, but you know what I mean. Currency. Shards. I normally like to save the shards to try and get the, ow. I, backblasted myself into a shot. I tried to jump over it and then just ended up running into it. It's weird because I don't know how intense is harder. Like, I don't know what makes it harder. It feels like nothing changed, and I probably just got worse, but maybe that's how they get you. Make you think it's harder. I don't know which of the big statues I'm supposed to actually destroy to get more currency. I don't think too many of them actually give you any currency. The only one I really know of is the sarcophagus. Usually gives you like a perk even. Oh, this is an actual tunnel. Foggy. Wow, we get a free choice of weapons now. Honestly, it's probably better to take the Maelstrom. I like the shotgun, but it's really short range. Like it's fart sniffing distance, you know? It's a sniffer gun. Bit of a shame, but at least it's mostly powerful. Well, that did 2 damage. Okay. Oh. I guess some things just deal 2 damage now instead. I think most melee attacks on Intense deal 2 damage. Might be worth actually specking to get more health in Intense, honestly. Doesn't seem very worth it on Brutal, but you know. I'll take Arachnid Haste. Faster movement speed kind of improves everything. Let's whip at the Maelstrom. Do some ranged combat. I feel like with most the projectiles are also probably faster, if I had to guess. That would be my assessment anyway. They also seem to pre-fire more. We got a rare melee. I regret to inform you, I don't really like melee. I mean, I guess I could still have it though. Might be good for literally just using as defense. Oh, never mind. I love the combat rifle. The combat rifle's like, it's like the bread and butter, you know? It's like giving me an assault rifle and nuclear throne. Or like the heavy rifle, I think it's called. Man, I love getting the heavy rifles or the heavy weapons in Nuclear Throne. They're so rare, but so satisfying. That hitbox, though. Ah! I mean, if there's one thing I gotta work on, it's not getting hit by the shit that you can see coming. There's another rifle. Is it better than the Maelstrom? Probably. What did I just get yeeted by? Okay, it might not be better than the Maelstrom. I think the Maelstrom is better. Deals more damage. Slower fire rate, but worth. Noxious icon, bullet button, orphan ghost boy. I'll take the orphan ghost boy. Spook to shoot faster. Personally, I don't find the buttons that engaging. I'm not sure. I do like the incentivation to do more stompy stuff, but I kind of want more incentivation to do stompy stuff on enemies as opposed to the environment. Although I guess it could work if the environment, like, in general counted and not just like random buttons. Not saying the button mechanic is bad. Just saying, I think it will actually be really cool to add more for generic stomping. Like, just how could you not use the combat rifle? It's too good. It's like a be-all end-all. I do know there's also the soul upgrades that actually make it so you apply statuses to enemies when you stomp on them. But I'd like to see more quirky stuff, you know what I mean? Stuff that isn't just like applying statuses, something that actually has some weird gimmicky effect. Like, stomping on an enemy makes you immune for like a second or half a second, you know? Quirky stuff. Stomping on an enemy doubles your fire rate. Stomping on an enemy that just hits you makes you receive your health back. You know? Some more quirky stuff. I think cryo runs are better than fire rounds. Damage over time is good, but slowing enemies down is probably more valuable. Probably. I'm not like a master of the game, but my intuition tells me I think having the enemies slowed down would be better than DOT. I'm not sure I would actually like to encounter the boss. So I'm actually going to take the long way and go through and down. Could I not? Oh, I could have gone down from here. Sorry, I misread the map. My bad. Have we bought something from one of the podiums? Because we got quite a lot of money for only having explored half the floor. I'm kind of impressed, actually. I understand they might not be going for quirky stuff. Because Nuclear Throne, for example, didn't have a lot of quirky skills. Like, all the skills had a very, very specific, defined powerful use. But this game seems to be going for something different. Considering all the different buttons and all the different souls, upgrades, and shit like that. Having a lot of different quirkier upgrades could be really cool. I dodged that? Wow. They actually managed to fire off a shot, but I jump at the exact right time. Surprised. Definitely was not skill, by the way. It was just complete luck. I just mash jump sometimes when I think the enemy's going to attack, and like 20% of the time it actually works. The other 80% I end up jumping and like cascading into one of their attacks anyway. I'm trying to think of other cool things that would really be cool in this game. More skills or more like abilities that just give you buffs would be pretty interesting. You know, fulfilling certain conditions, resulting in increased power, increased temporary power. The souls kinda do that, but it's more like immediate. You get more immediate power from that. And the power's pretty one-dimensional. Yeah, we have a lot of money for a single floor. I don't normally get this much money. I usually struggle to reach 60 on a floor. So having this much is very, very good. It means we should be able to feed, what's his face? The Void. Which actually might not be the best course of action. I think maybe going for the mini shops actually might be more viable in the higher difficulties. Because it's much harder to keep yourself topped up by comparison. Ah! Speaking of souls, I think I'll go with the power soul. Bird. We're indeed bird. If I find a shop, I think I'm actually gonna buy some health. Looks like I'm going full combat rifle, which is fine by me. Combat rifle is excellent. So, but I would like to find a shop if I can before engaging in combat. Eight. There's one. Okay. I don't really feel comfortable being at 1 health, especially on a harder difficulty. 2 health I'm fine with, mostly. I can still get pretty swiftly one-shot, or kind of one-shot. You know, take damage, wait a second, take damage, you know. Oh! Oh, and it also sucks if I get hit by a really high damaging melee. Oh, this sucks. Oh, there's a 3rd health. We can kill the matriarch now. We should probably clear the rest of the 4 though, actually. Okay, I think we're pretty clear. Yeah, the tier 1 bosses are comically easy. The void bosses, though, now these things are difficult. Okay, it's leaving. That's fine. Gives me time to deal with these cribs. And we've got a health station here if we really need it. We're fine. I think we're perfectly fine. Yeah. Cryo bullets are so insanely good against bosses. Since the bosses tend to get faster when they go into their void mode, cryo bullets just makes it so they default back to their easy mode speeds. Super useful, actually. I'm glad I got it instead of what's it called? Ooh. Trade that for faster reloads. Honestly, maybe a little bit tempting. I don't think I would trade cryo bullets for more health, though. That seems... Yeah, this seems like a not very worth it area. I'm trying to consider if reload speed is worth it over movement. I think we'll just feed the void instead. Oh, you greedy bastard. Bum. Ah. Bullet ring and reload. I suppose we could try like a vague movement build. Or sorry, a reload build. You know? You have 64 void fragments, you have found a use for them yet? The only use for void fragments is basically just feeding them to the void.
Are busier than the bees.
Unless you mean the things that you get for defeating bosses. Those things, I don't know. I don't think they have a use in the current state of the game. I think you have to actually just wait for the early access to adapt. And by adapt, I mean... You mean the Dark Ghost things. Yeah, I don't think those actually have a use. Currently. I think those are just a currency they want to implement into the late game. Which they haven't made yet. What the heck is that? Melodasser. Oh my, what? Do I have a freaking laser rifle? Okay, well, that's excessive. Oh! What is this? Poison rounds. Frog bullet lotion. Frog bullets are really good. I'll check frog bullets. Poison bullets are also pretty good as well. Any bullet type is excellent, honestly. Those are like S tier right now. Not sure if that tier list would change anytime soon, but for me they're an S tier. Honestly, one of the most important things is just to, like, if you're going a direction, you have to double down on the direction. Because if you back up, you're just gonna get hit. Kind of a hard truth I figured out. Cryo bullets on top of a weapon that freezes seems super strong. That seems like it'll freeze enemies and bosses like super quick. I would be pretty excited for that. Oh, boss, right. Who is it? Okay, it's Pantera. Oh my god. Whoa. I don't remember that attack. No, just give me it all. Oh. Okay, so this seems to do really good at freezing, but it doesn't actually do that much damage. Snow frogs, we swear. Look at that freeze damage, though. I actually will give up a heart for that because there's literally health right here. Free money. Free resources. Shane, this is garbage. I need ammo for my combat rifle. A lot of ammo. I don't think the chunker is gonna cut it. Well. Really? Huh. Destroying the bird nest calls the monster? Or calls the, What? Calls the boss? Oh, this is a, This is a floor. What is that? Man, this weapon is good though. This is a great weapon actually. Oh, what? No, I don't think I want to face the boss right now. I think I shall pass on that one. God, just being able to freeze enemies in a single shot is... Oh, it's super nice. Oh, the boss is... No, the boss isn't arriving. I thought the boss was arriving and it's just the health going down. Oh! What happened? Did the game crash? I think the game crashed. No. Damn. It looks like the game actually crashed. I mean, that really sucks because that was like the only successful intense run we've had. Not very poggers for it to crash and like soft lock my PC. But oh well. Win some, you lose some. Let me in. They had like a pretty neat build going on as well. It's a shame. Excuse me, pardon me. I am still quite ill. What do you think is the best starter weapon? Tried the Waddicker yet? I'm real. I haven't run the appeal of melee weapons yet. Aside from the fact that they don't take ammo, which isn't really a problem anyway, in my opinion. Being close to enemies has just gotten me killed more than anything. That's probably just because I'm playing melee wrong, honestly. I think the shotgun's the best because the pistol takes too long and the shotgun just shreds them. That's why I use it all the time. It's just one shot, one kill. Makes it really, really easy. Oh! I do enjoy me some ammo. I'm guessing those black ones are just dead shards. Shards I can't use anymore. Shards that once were. That is a very fast spread on that beetle weapon. Ooh, is there anything in here? No? Damn. I was hoping there would be like pearls or something, you know? No pearls? Maybe one of them has a chance of having a pearl or something. Chat doesn't seem to be updating. Ah. Understandable. But at the same time, not much I can do against that, apparently. Let me... I don't believe there's anything I can do. Not there. Does the chat work better here? Or here? That doesn't work on any of my channels. I guess this just means I can write stuff here that the void won't show. Oh, no chat for the stream, I guess. So in order to fix that, I just have to restart, which I'm not gonna do. Wow, I took a lot of unnecessary damage there. Yeah, the whole stomp strat seems to be really good on melee. That was a beefy hit through the wall. Ooh. Oh, I definitely will take reloading again. Do I get anything by destroying these statues? No. Damn. Shame. You know, I was actually looking for, wow, that was unlucky. My shot got blocked by the environment. I was actually looking on the Switch Marketplace for if Nuclear Throne was on the Switch. And it's a shame because I don't think Nuclear Throne is on any platform but PC. Which sucks because it's like the best roguelike. I'm pretty confident there isn't a better roguelike on the market, honestly. And no, the Binding of Isaac doesn't count. Okay, so this boss theme is a banger, by the way. I was really hoping that Portal would drop health, not guff. No! You can chain stomps, right? Coughs Hades. Nah. Honestly, I think even when I do play Hades, it's probably not gonna ever have the same appeal that it has, like Nuclear Throne has. You know, I was trying to think, why does Nuclear Throne work so well to me in comparison to most other roguelikes? Even though it is just like a lot of its variation comes from the guns itself. But I was like, isn't that the exact same, or isn't that a problem that I have with Enter the Gungeon? But then I realized it's because the game has literally like 12 different playable characters with completely different game plans and playstyles. And then mix that in with all the skills and all the weapons, and then like you've got like 10 hours per character and you get like 100 hours. And that's why this game, seemingly having multiple characters to play as, could be really cool. Because they could go with like a similar situation where every character has their own unique mechanics. Although it seems unlikely, considering all the skills. Because it seems like a majority of these mechanics have to be universal in order for a lot of the skills to work in this game. Like, every character is gonna have to have stomping, you know? Or at least, they might reword it to be, like, evasive, like, you know? Instead. Maybe each character gets an evasive action instead. I can see that being a thing. Hey, this is very different when it comes to mechanics than a lot of other roguelikes. I'm not sure what it is specifically that I really do like about Nuclear Throne. That's kind of just a combination of all its mechanics. And then every other roguelike I've ever played has never really done it that well. Like, the Binding of Isaac also has like 10 different characters you can play as that all play not completely different, but they play different enough to matter. And then, for example, in Enter the Gungeon, the characters kind of don't do anything. Like, I haven't played like an excessive amount of Enter the Gungeon. I played like 30 hours. But from the 30 hours I played, every character just felt like I started with a different weapon. And that was it, you know? Didn't exactly feel like I was revolutionizing my run. with every new character, you know? Meanwhile, with Nuclear Throne, comparing Crystal to Melton is like the difference between apples and oranges. Or, you know, the Lost to Isaac. Actually, I guess if you wanted me to, like, do, like, a very non-descriptive summarization of what I don't like in most roguelikes, is it's when they're too scared to change, like, too much. If you know what I mean. Like, for, again, using Enter the Gungeon as another example, to me it feels like Enter the Gungeon is way too scared to actually make the runs feel unique from each other. Like, both in characters and in weapons and in perks. Because the perks do nothing. The weapons are just weapons. You can get them in any run. And the characters, they do nothing. And then in, they play too safe. Basically, yeah, the runs don't actually change that much. But then, like in Nuclear Throne, the weapons make a pretty distinct difference in your playstyle. You know, they're not just ammo dumps. You know? Some of them are, mostly. But the characters, they completely change how the game plays. We're in a pretty bad spot right now. We have literally no ammo. Do I, there's a rare weapon. Oh, it's a bow. I don't really think I care about a bow. I think I would rather actually just buy ammo. The ones in Hades are the same on paper, but it doesn't take very much to change the strategy you need to use. I think what also helps in Nuclear Throne is the skills, because the skills enforce both aspects of your current variables, but it does it independently. So, for example, a lot of the skills in Nuclear Throne affect your character, and then a lot of them affect your weapon. So, you know, you can spec around both weapons and characters, or you can go like super hard in on character. Or super hard in on weapon. So there's a lot of choice there, and if you're expecting to just stick with the same weapon the entire time, then it might be worth speccing in, you know? I actually dodged that explosion. I gotta say, this weapon isn't cutting it. This is a bit more like it. Ugh. I do think The Binding of Isaac is like the perfect example of a game that changes drastically between every run. But I'm pretty sure I've also stated my problems with The Binding of Isaac ad nauseum as well. Again, I think like Nuclear Throne is the only roguelike I don't really have any problem with. And the rest of them are just... like they have some flaw which kind of... just makes me not play them as much. Dead Cells kind of falls into the trap of nothing changing per run. Like the most valuable upgrades that you get in Dead Cells are literally just stat upgrades. That was... I thought I could outwalk that. I guess I can't. I guess the shotgun isn't as long range as I thought. I thought it was actually longer range than this. I thought it was like an actual shotgun, but I guess not. Is there a slug shotgun in this game? Because that would be cool. There may be. Would seem a bit simple for the guns they're going for, though. I do need ammo. I'm not seeing any ammo stations. So we could take like a long hike. I'm assuming you also get less ammo in these brutaler difficulty modes. Because if you don't, then, like, I don't know how that's possible. Because I've run out of ammo many a times during these runs. When I could barely even try to run out of ammo during a lot of my intense runs. Looks like I kind of have to take this. I don't mind. This spread isn't too bad. Yeah, I'll actually run when he does those now. I've gotten hit by them twice. It seems too dangerous to try and scoot around. Yeah, you better run. Get out of here. Get out of here, you stinky boy. Or girl. Might be a girl. Might be a they. I mean, we are definitely not going to have enough to feed the... Oh, yeah, we're not. We cannot feed the thing. Shot flipper. Human bandolier. Ice button. I think bandolier. I forgot what flipper does. That is not a good trade. That is a pretty abysmal trade, honestly. And you? Just kill you. Mark him. I would love to see a proper shop in this game. Where you can spend your bits on things. So it isn't just like, better hope you have 60 to 70 of them, otherwise you can't do anything with them.
An urge to look into the sun for too long. You should not. You will hurt yourself. But yet you venture on into the unknown.
What if I want to hurt myself and like look into the sun a bunch? They're actually doing short concepts in their dev stream yesterday. Really? Nice. Nice to see that, actually. Oh wow, I got actually murked. Damn. I didn't realize I was at 1 HP. Yeah, intense mode is definitely harder. But I'm not exactly sure how. I can't tell what's changed. I think maybe enemies just do more damage and you get less ammo. And you may think, oh, do more damage, but you only have 3 hearts anyway. That doesn't really matter. But like, oh, but there's... The game has like a secondary form of health. With the bars or the color in between, the highlights in between. I think you get less saved damage, saved health. That's my hypothesis anyway. You know, you still lose 1 heart of damage, but instead of just being like maybe half a heart, which pulls you down a heart, it's like it deals the full heart instead, you know? I also think enemies get faster reaction times. That does seem like it. A lot of the bullets feel faster. Oh! My IQ also goes lower somehow. I don't know how they managed it, but... I don't know, dude. Impressive. Who needs difficulty when you can just make the other player stupid? Or the current player stupid instead. That is literally the goal of like a lot of fighting games. It's just... make the opponent make small brain decisions instead. Who cares about outsmarting them when you can just... make them outdone themselves. Wow, really? I'll take accuracy optimizer because, like, with the shotgun, that's valuable. I really love the breacher. The breacher's like a top tier early game weapon. It's like the perfect stomp and chomp. No, that doesn't work. Stomp and pump? Maybe? Stomp and pump kind of works. You have to say it very weirdly though. The stomp and pump. The twerk and murk. Now that's what we're calling the smack and rack. I don't know. That one's pretty good. Mine is the twerk and murk. That's like the difference between someone playing Jackbox seriously and someone playing it like we do. Knock him down, put him down. Feet! Speedy Golden Feet. I forgot what Speedy Golden Feet does. Unstable Beacons is really good. Honestly, Unstable Beacons is a bit misleading. I keep thinking it's only going to throw out a bunch of beams from like the top and the sides, but it actually tracks. So, like, it's literally just like free damage on any enemy. Whoa! Okay, it looks like it doesn't like track, but it seems to kind of track. Vague track. Sprint speed. God, these melee peeps. Health jar? Health jar. It is mighty dangerous if you miss your stomp, because if you miss your stomp, you're dead. A lot of the time. I got 2 of them? Oh my god. 2 for 1 deal. I got a meal deal on that one. Do it one at a time. Stop trying to be fancy. Wow. Just a standard rare from a random enemy. I mean, it's a bow, so like I'm not gonna say it's gonna revolutionize my gameplay. Clip expansion pack. It's called a magazine. I mean, it doesn't really... It encompasses a lot of weapons, so... Fine, sigh. I guess you can call it a clip. I won't be that guy. Whoa! Does the bow go through walls? No, right? It surely doesn't. Because it looked like the shot that I got on the dude here looked like really illegitimate. Like I was wall hacking. I forgot I don't have an instant firing weapon. I'm going in here. I definitely think after this stream I'm probably gonna have to head to bed. I don't have the massive fever I had before, but it still feels pretty debilitating. I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but right now I kind of feel like there's like spikes prodding into the back of my eye. Like both of my eyes, there's like a spike right in the back that's like pushing into them. So whenever I look around, I feel like I'm like dragging my eyes across a spike. Very like visceral, specific description, but I'd imagine if people who felt it know what I mean. I'll take snakes in a jar. Snakes are good. All the lotions are quite nice. It's just bonus damage. I guess a good way of saying it would be like, you know how when you stay up for way too long and then you look at the sun or anywhere bright and your eyes like visibly or physically burn? Or they don't physically burn, but they like really kind of like they feel like they're convulsing in itself, you know? Kind of like pulling in. It's like that for me right now, but whenever I move my eyes, as opposed to seeing anything with light. Yeah, I definitely gotta get some sleep soon. I just wanted to stream because I haven't streamed in a few days. I was gonna stream Herds with Bippin, but Bippin was not available. Ah, get out of my way. I don't mind that weapon. Speaking of water, it's a good idea actually. There we go. I do need to drink a hell of a lot more water. I kind of just live off caffeine. And I probably shouldn't. It's very unhealthy. Also, like, very, very fattening. Lots of sugar. I saw some advertisements for a, like a quote-unquote healthy alternative energy drink. And I was like, yeah, right? YouTube advertisements? You think I trust you at all? But then I was like, you know, it honestly is probably worth a shot. Because I think anything is better than drinking like 2 liters of Dr. Pepper a day. No matter what they put in the quote-unquote healthy alternative, I don't think it's going to be much worse than what I currently drink anyway. And I also think they would probably get sued if it wasn't actually healthy. Oh, you never know. Healthy, they could redefine healthy, you know? Typically get your hydration with sparkling water. Like, so this is gonna sound maybe a bit weird. I cannot deal with sparkling water. Because of I've gotten so used to, the fizz coming from like a soda, like a fruit drink. Like that's all I've really had. I've gotten so used to it that having the fizz on something like water feels genuinely like sickening. Like it feels like it just doesn't work for me. It's like it feels like I'm missing one half of the drink. Like my taste buds have like completely erupted for some reason. It's very distracting, and I can't drink carbonated water because of that. I can maybe try it again at some point. Maybe if I just retool what I think. Well, a lot of it just requires like a mental reconfiguration, you know? I'm not gonna kill him right now. I'm actually gonna explore a bit more. You've weaned yourself down from sodas to flavored sparkling just to fizzy water. I actually did manage to wean myself off of sodas for a decent chunk of time, where I would only have like 1 soda a week. It was pretty impressive back then, but then, you know, 1 soda turns to 2, 2 turns to 3, 3 turns to like 12. It's a really slippery slope, especially if it's something you kind of relied on for a lot of your life. Like, I am pretty confident if I just stopped drinking caffeine right now, I would have like drug addiction level of withdrawals from caffeine. Also, it's not good to just like immediately destroy your metabolism. Not really metabolism, just like your mental state like that. You know, if you're gonna wean yourself off of something, you gotta actually wean. You can't just go like cold turkey. Going cold turkey is just doesn't work. I mean, it does work, but you know, it's not pleasant. I'll probably have to just gradually put it down, which is what I kind of want to do. Try the quote-unquote healthy alternative I keep seeing advertised. Because I'm like, if it is an actually healthy alternative, I don't really need to wean myself off that much. Not to say that I should like actually go out of my way to eat a bajillion drinks of it a day, but ow. That dealt 2 damage to me. I think I got multi-hit. Oh god, that's a lot of red spots. Hey, stop zoning me! What are you, freaking... Broly? DBZ Broly from Dragon Ball FighterZ? What are you, a, really obscure anime fighters reference? Don't ever go to cold turkey. I don't understand why you make water fizzy. I understand it. You won't know, like, the fizz from the drink. Speaking of fizz, I actually have a drink open here. I didn't even realize. It's kind of like how people like spicy stuff. They just want like the flair in their taste buds. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh. But having the flair without the without an actual taste to go with it feels like freaking alien, dude. I can deal with fizzy anything, provided it has a taste. But if it doesn't have a taste, that's like not Pog to me. Sacrifice power up for max health. Honestly, this is incredibly tempting because I have 2 of them. I'm actually gonna go for it. I don't think I'm gonna sacrifice accuracy though. I'm also not gonna sacrifice that for a power up I already have 2 of. Okay, payout. Please. Yes! Poison Man's pretty good. Martial arts manual I can kind of get rid of. Higher attack speed on melee. Does this count? Does the melee for guns count as melee? Or is it only like melee weapons? Because if it counts for gun melee, I know this sounds like I'm trying to make worth out of something I really shouldn't be making worth out of for gun builds. But I really like using the melee to destroy surroundings to get money. So, I'm not saying I would actually pick up the martial arts manual just for that, but you know, upsides. Now I can destroy the environment faster, I think. What in the hell is that? What is this? The XXL? Oh, I see. It's a nuke. I got a nuke. Unfortunately, my health is, very much on the receiving end of some hefty damage. God. At least I got something interesting. I do not mind grabbing a nuke every now and then. Plus it'll be good for room clearing, I'm guessing. Damn, I got a bunch of defunct cells, shards. I keep calling them different things like cells, shards, bits. Why do I call them bits? What is the currency called? Nuclear Throne? It's radiation, right? Rads. Yeah, it's just called rads. Yeah, this music here reminds me of Crash Bandicoot a lot. Like the Cortex levels. I genuinely don't remember this boss. No, I mean, I do know that they exist. I mean, like, I don't remember how they work. Let's see if this is worth using. Oh, they actually still can be hit from underground. Interesting. Oh, that sucks. I guess that would be the problem with a really slow projectile. Really good to play more nuclear throne. Nuclear throne is... Oof. At some point I really do want... I'm not sure how many people would care. Probably not very many. But, you know, I care. That's all that matters. That's all that really matters in truth is, like, if I care, I care. But I would kind of want to make, like my top games of all time. By the way, and I wouldn't make it a list. I'm gonna be real, I hate lists. I also hate numbers, or like numbered ratings. I definitely think that this year I'm gonna do a top games of the year video. For sure. And it's not, like, again, it's not gonna be a list. It's not gonna be like, oh, here's number 5, it's, poo poo pee pee. Here's number 4, it's Voidigo. It's gonna be more like... I would instead do it like subtitle based, if you know what I mean. I would create a quirky subtitle to represent the game. I don't know. What is it? Bone Rattler? Okay, this looks fun. I kind of want to keep the XXL though. We'll take the Bone Rattler. Yeah, I think I'll end up doing it like thingy based, quote based. So instead I'm like, the game I didn't expect to love, or like the best roguelike of the year. You know, stuff like that. I would do that instead of, what is happening? And I do, at some point I do think I do want to do a, like, my top favorite games of all time. And again, I wouldn't include it as a list, I would just include it as, like, a bunch of games that were really influential to me. Because, I'll be honest, I definitely don't think I would put Halo 3 on a, like, best games I've ever played list. But if it was an actual list, if you asked me to do, like, a top 10 games of all time, for me, Halo 3 probably wouldn't be close on that list. But it would be on that list if it wasn't listed. Like, it wasn't, like, number-based. As just, like, a game I would mention? Yeah. Like, it would be, like, an honorable mention normally, but... with no numbers or listing, it can just be whatever. I kind of like that approach, much more freeform. Ow, 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 ow. That did a lot of damage. I'll take golden feet. I don't think I care about feeding the void right on this this level. I think I would rather get through with a good chunk of health and ammo for the final fight. Although saying that, you do get a lot of ammo and a lot of weapons in the final fight anyway, so it might not even matter. I what? I didn't take damage? Oh my god. I am... deity? I couldn't armor for the XXL. Damn. If you're wondering what that, like, top games of 2021 is looking like right now, honestly, I would say Voidigo has a really good chance of being there. Going Under, even though it released last year, I think has a good chance of being there. At Dead of Night for sure. At Dead of Night 110%. You can also bet for a fact that Monster Hunter Rise is going to be there. Like, that's... if you've ever seen my streams or my VODs and how much Monster Hunter there was, you know for a fact that Monster Hunter Rise would have been there regardless. So... it's pretty much like a free space on a bingo card, you know? Aside from that, Guilty Gear Strive is also probably going to be, would probably also be on that list. I would say. Just any game that I'm like especially excited about has a good chance of being on like a top games of 2021. Wow, I haven't actually gotten all of the beacons. Oh, I haven't even explored like 2/3 of the map. Or sorry, not 2/3, the opposite. 1/3. Dude, this theme's a banger. This theme is like, reminds me of the chicken song. So I'm not sure how many of you remember that. Like a ringtone you'd always have on your mobile phone that like literally everyone had. Ow! Snipers deal a lot of damage. It's very unfair. I'm gonna call hacks, actually. I'm gonna call foul. Where's the referee? Whoa, why are you guys loading? Ooh! Rifle. Ooh. I'm not sure what... oh, better grab the stuff. Oh, but it's really powerful though. It like kills in like 2 hits. Ooh. So this is like the foul, the G3. It seems to fire a certain amount of shots by itself. But it's not burst. It's not burst because I can... no, it is burst. Okay. I guess that is why it's called the Thriffle. But you can hold it and it just continuously fires. Maybe it's 3 plus whatever you fire? Or plus for how long you hold it? So you can have a variable, maybe. I'll take frogs. Like, you know what I mean? You might be like, its default is firing 3 shots, but it might, but it could extend to 4 or 5 depending on how long you hold it. That's probably not true, but you know. I'm crafting a map path theory here, just, you know, let me have it. Double revolver is a little pog. What is up with... Oh my god? Is that rocket okay? Where's all this damage coming from? I can't believe they're beaming me, dude. Oh, we're dead. This thing slaps. I didn't hear too much of it. It's a shame. What about to the OST? Spirit Bombard. Back buckler, that's just protection from the back. Protection from the back might be really good, but I do appreciate having trade frogs for health. I think I will trade frogs for health. We already do have a snake build, so we're doing pretty fine. I don't want the gold one, thank you. And there's no point. I mean, there's no point not feeding you. No power-ups. We can buy stuff. Max health for power-up? Nah, I'm good. Fuck's sake, book. Give me more. Oh! T-boner. What is this? Ooh! Oh man, that's cool. What is this? What? Man, these weapons are so cool. How do they do it? Get a bone rattler, all I did was crop it. You know what you done. Ooh, the thumper is pretty good. This is probably going to be like pretty damn difficult. I expect we're going to die here. Normally this boss has been pretty easy, but on this difficulty I'd imagine it's hell. Doesn't stop this thing from slapping though. Oh my god, this gun is so fucking good. What the hell? This gun like shreds them. Oh shit. Something we have is dealing a lot of... One Christ is this boss. This boss is every boss. What is that? Honestly, I really love seeing like the bajillion boss markers on the map. It just looks so intimidating seeing the boss marker like several times. Oh, their health is done. Oh, fuck. Look how strong this weapon is, by the way. This weapon is, like, crazy strong. Yeah, this weapon just made it easy. Would you say it's clever or lazy that's both this combination of all bosses? I would say it's a mixed bag. I would say it's usually fine. This is gonna be hard. Proceeds to damageless. Oh, then you can't leave. Proceeds to damageless. What's the 100 at 100 mean? I always wonder what that means. Does that mean we survived with 100% of our health? Plus your HP. That's a very good time and a very good health for intense difficulty. And our build wasn't like that crazy either. A bronze-plated automatic steam-powered rifle. Really cool, really overpowered, thank you. I didn't use this. The arrow is tipped with a special explosive crystal. New difficulty, brutal difficulty. Does anything actually, I'm not gonna do like a full run, I'm just gonna have a look. Does anything actually like change? Or is it still just the game but harder? Yeah, it looks like it's still just the game. Wow, that did two hits of damage. Oh, okay. I'm not the biggest fan of difficulty modes, which just increase the damage that enemies deal. It's kind of cheap, not very fun. But this probably does more than that. Definitely increases their reaction times as well. Honestly, it might make these dudes easier, the melee dudes. Because I always undershoot them anyway. Or under time. Aside from situations like that where they kind of come from off screen. Yeah, it seems just to be the usual. Just, it do be harder. Probably less ammo as well. I wonder what the 5 skulls are here for. They're here for a reason. Because you can punch them. Are these your ancestors, maybe? All the previous attempts that the forces made to destroy the void? You're the 6th century? Maybe. It also seems like this is like the anti-void. Because the void is like the black limbs, and this is like white limbs. So like there's void and an anti-void. Could you imagine having like ultimates in this game or like supers or something? Super abilities, and it's like powered by the anti-void? That would be kind of dope. Just spitballing, but you know. I wasn't actually expecting to go for a solid 2 hours. I was expecting to stop at like an hour in. But, you know, this game is honestly just, it engrosses you. It's really good. It is super good. I actually still want to do like a few more streams of this, honestly. I know I've reached the end of the content pretty fast because, you know, it's early access, not really much here aside from the 3 levels you have and a lot of the guns, you know. But yeah, it's really damn good. Really fun. It's got a lot of potential. It's got like a staggering amount of potential. And I can see it, and I really hope it gets there. You know, like the multiple characters things, and like the different starting weapons, all the different skills, like increasing the amount of skills it has, and adding more variables, more enemies, more like maybe adding modifiers. Like you could do champion enemies, elite enemies, floor modifiers, like, you know, dark floor or like random floor, or like by random floor I mean like maybe like the doors are random, they lead to a different part of the map than you expect. Like, I don't know, like just adding modifiers like that might be really cool. A lot of stuff you can do to really like hone in a whole bunch of replayability. And I hope it gets there. Also really charming as well. Really charming game. I love the main character. Main character's so cute. But oh well. I shall see you later. By tomorrow I should feel pretty much back up to speed again, I think. Probably-ish. We'll see. I've been getting better and better, so it's... streaming should mostly go back to normal. But oh well. Thanks for watching. I shall see you later. Have a good night.